I'm an addict for sneakers.
What's good, it's your boy DJ Delz back with a brand new sneaker podcast here at the Sneaker Addict Show. Before I start, please hit that like button right now if you're listening on YouTube, and share this on your Facebook and on Twitter. And thank you for everyone that actually does that and shares this with your friends and family. You enjoy listening, your friends may also. And if you didn't do it, you could have done it just now, because it just takes 2 seconds to do. Could have done it just now. Just messing with you. Thank you for everyone that always shows that love, though, man. That's what keeps me moving, keeps me grooving. So, let's talk about the main topic, and then we'll talk about the releases. The main topic is these damn raffles on Instagram I keep seeing. And you know what? They're beginning to get on my nerves, because I know that half of them are damn scams. I said it months ago. I did research. I literally coughed up, I think, like 100 hours and did some raffles. And you know what? I felt like doubling up and seeing how it is. Threw out $200 on Instagram. Hey, I may have done your raffle if you're listening. And I may have thought your raffle was legit. I may have thought your raffle was a crock of shit. And for the most part, most of them I felt were a crock of shit. I noticed a lot of little shady things here and there. But I wanted to enter the raffles not thinking I was going to win. I wanted to enter the raffles, and I was literally just focusing on on their actions, on all the people that were doing their actions, all their activity. I did this for research. I swear. I've been literally watching these dudes, man. Maybe they're chicks. I don't know what they are. They could be dudes, chicks. But whatever the case, whatever sex they are, I've been watching them. I entered the raffles and I'm like, bang. I've been watching them, seeing their activity. Some of them are doing shady stuff, deleting the photo, posting the photo. People asking questions. What happened to the raffle? They delete the photo after they answer real quick. If they even did. That happened with me once. I didn't get a chance to even read what they wrote. And then I asked them a question when I noticed the photo was up, and it was the same photo, but I didn't realize it was from a different date. And I asked them, yo, what the hell ever happened? I put a question, you deleted it. They're like, we answered the question, we delete the photo and repost it for advertising. Because this is a business. These guys are hustling, man. These guys are making that money. And I'm not saying that all these raffles are fake, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if like 90% of them are complete fake scams. Maybe even 98%. I'm going to be honest with you, I think 98% of them are fake scams. Even the ones that have mad followers. A lot of people I've noticed that I noticed a lot of people that I started following over a year ago that I followed just because they had nice photos. They're doing raffles now because they're figuring out ways to utilize all these followers they got and make money off of it. And I don't blame them, but I feel like some of these guys may be scamming too. And I noticed that their focus went from their focus went from nice shoes to them doing all these raffles all the time. So now they're a business now. They went from, just showing the kicks to them being a business and selling these raffle tickets. Well, selling stickers. They basically say, we're going to sell this amount of stickers and you'll win a pair of shoes. But you don't know if this is for real or not. You don't know if these are legit. Just because they got mad followers doesn't mean they're legit. It doesn't mean, everyone likes their photos, so they got to be legit. That don't mean shit. It just means that they got a lot of people that like looking at their sneaker photos. I mean, there's chicks out there that got the nicest ass in the world, and we follow them, right? There's guys out there that girls, maybe some of you guys even like looking at, are good looking to you. You follow them. They may have hundreds of thousands of followers, People usually follow people on Instagram because of a couple of different reasons, in my opinion. They're either sexy, they got nice style, they post funny stuff, or there's someone that's famous that you're a fan of and you just want to follow them to see what they're up to on Instagram. They may take a photo of, something cool. Plus the art lane of the actual photography, which you could appreciate, And I really appreciate that. I love photography. But when it comes down to, people are following Instagram to look at a fucking photo. So you can't tell if someone's legit or not by a photo. And by the amount of followers they have from people that enjoy looking at their photos. So just because someone has so many followers and they're doing a raffle doesn't mean they're legit. And just because people in the comment box are saying that they're legit, it doesn't mean that they're legit. It brings me back to back in the days. I'm from New York. And it may be going on still, but I don't think it really is anymore, because most people know about this hustle, the 3-card Monty, where you have a guy in the street with 3 cards and he shuffles them about and he's telling people, guess the card, you can win money, bet on the card, you can win money. And then they'll have their own people in on this hustle, and they'll pretend that they're pedestrians walking by and walk into the game, and you know, they'll start betting and whatnot, and it'll look legit, and people will walk by and they'll see like this lady winning money, and they'll be like, you know what, this lady won money, she looks like a nice lady, let me try. And they'll jump in the game, and then bang, you got hustled. And that's basically what it seems to be becoming on Instagram with these raffles, where you have a combination of different people that have popular YouTube pages co-signing each other's raffles, and then you have on top of that a bunch of, you know, pedestrians in the comment box saying, oh, no, man, these guys are legit, man. These guys are the best, you know. I'm not saying that everyone that has a popular page that does raffles is doing fake raffles, so keep that in mind too. So don't get offended. The only reason why anyone should be offended if you're listening is if you actually really are doing fake raffles. But I've noticed there's a lot of shadiness going on, and that seems to be really shady when people are so defensive, because I was reading comments whenever someone would say something negative about someone's raffle, there would always be someone quick to, you know, back it up really quickly. And it's like, why are you defending this guy who's doing the raffle? Like, what are you getting out of it if you're not a part of it? It's different if you're like a fan of like Rihanna and someone writes, you dirty whore, something like that, and you know, you read it and you write back to them like, shut up, man, stop hating on Riri, you know, like you're a fan of that chick, you know what I mean? Or if you're a fan of Jay-Z and they're like, oh, Jay-Z, you look like a camel, and you write back, shut up, man, you may look like a camel, but you broke as hell. Like, you know, that's different than someone defending someone that's doing a raffle and selling tickets to earn money, because at the end of the day, you guys got to realize that these fucking guys are making money doing these raffles. This isn't a business. This isn't them doing something good for you. Some people are so blind, and I think it's a lot of the kids when they are like, yo, man, thank you for giving me this opportunity. They're doing it to make money. They're not doing it because they're giving you an opportunity to win a fucking pair of Yeezys. They care about making money off the shoe that they're selling. It's just another way of them selling a damn sneaker. So keep that in mind. This is a hustle. In general, is it a legit hustle that they're actually giving it to some random person? That's the question. And if you feel like after the raffle's done and you feel like it's a scam, I suggest going to your PayPal, file a claim. And if enough people always do that, they're going to stop doing these scams as much, or they're going to think about a different way, because eventually PayPal is just going to shut their account down if people are always complaining that they're scamming people. So if you feel like they're doing something shady, always go to your PayPal and file a report. Forget about, oh, it's only $5, fuck it, I'll move on. Nah, man, because they're selling hundreds of these raffle tickets at times. So they're making a lot of money off this shit, you know what I mean? And it's messed up for the community of people that's in your circle, you know? So keep that in mind, and that's the reason why I did this, because I want to put this out there for my community, my sneaker community, the people that are always listening, they're always checking it out. It's a waste of money entering these raffles if it's a scam. And one of the biggest things I noticed with the scams is if they don't show all the names of all the people on that random.org site, then it's a scam. I'm sorry. I don't care if 85 people entered the damn raffle. All you got to do is press the down button and it'll go all the way down the list within seconds. And they do it on Instagram all the time, the videos. Keep in mind, half the time, you don't know how many times they filmed this. They could have kept doing the random.org until the right person in their circle won. So keep that in mind also. Just because it's on random.com, it doesn't mean it's legit. Unless it's live, like they literally do it live on Ustream. That's the only way you're really going to see if it's legit, or if they do it live on Google Plus, Hangouts. That's the only way you're really going to know if it's legit, because they could film it a billion times on their phone until it lands on the right person and then post that on Instagram. So keep that all in mind, and we'll move on. We'll talk about the releases for this weekend. There's some nice releases this weekend, I gotta say. Definitely nice releases. We got the Kobe 9 Beethoven, hot shoe. I'm gonna try to review it if I run into it. I would love to own it, but unfortunately I can't buy every single sneaker that releases. It was different when I first started the show. I could keep up with all these releases. I can't keep up with all these releases now. Like, it's crazy. There's like 4 or 5 shoes that release every week that I want. I can't keep up with it. But I do like the Kobe 9, and I recommend getting it if you're interested in getting it. I think this colorway is way better than the purple Michael Jackson colorway. Definitely way better. So Beethoven's definitely a thumbs up. And if you're listening to this before the actual shoes release online, because I'm going to post this Friday night, I suggest going to my blog, 7:55 a.m. right before release time, thesneakeraddict.com. And I'll try to put as much information to help you out with getting your kicks at 8 a.m. when they release. I always try to gather as much information, and I'm able to help a lot of people usually. So take advantage of my work. It's different than other blogs. This is for the people, this blog, thesneakeraddict.com. Just like this show is for the people. I said it in the beginning of the year, on New Year's Day, that I was going to focus on my show and my blog being beneficial for the people, just helping consumers out. Helping sneaker consumers out. That's what it's all about. Reviewing, giving information, and that's all my focus has been on. I think I've been doing a pretty decent job too. Let me know. Hit that like button right now if I have been. And we're going to keep it moving. We're going to talk about a LeBron low that's releasing. It's a gray and orange colorway. It's cool. I don't think nothing crazy. There's also a KD7 that's releasing, the calm before the storm. I think, just like I said in the review, if you got the right outfit for it, you're going to kill it with that gray and that like bright hit of like a reddish pink color. I think it's a nice shoe. I'm a big fan of the KD7, and I think the shoe definitely will sell. I think it's gonna do well. I don't know if it's gonna fly off the shelves, but we'll see. Come back tomorrow if you're listening today on Friday. Come back tomorrow. Let me know if you were able to get them or not. Let me know what you picked up, and let us know if you had any kind of tough time getting any shoes. It's always interesting to read the comments. I know I always read all the comments. I try to, and a lot of other people like reading the comments too. And last but not least, we got to speak about these Jordan 3s releasing. The Sport Blue 3s. They're hot. I think if you're thinking about getting them, you got the money, get them. They look sick on feet. I did a full detailed review, a great comparison with the Black Cement and the True Blues. If you haven't seen that episode, just go to the main page, catch up on that review. And that's really it for the releases for the weekend. I may have missed one. If I missed one, leave a comment in the box. Don't forget, come back after everything drops and let me know how everything went. Let me know if you were able to pick up the shoes you wanted. Was it a piece of cake? Was it a pain in the ass? Leave your comments in the box. And don't forget to go to the blog, thesneakeraddict.com, for your sneaker news. As I always say, 7:55 a.m. every day, Eastern Standard Time. Go there right before release time, and then go back later in the evening. I always post as much information to help everyone out. And last thing I wanted to speak about, well, 2 more things real quick. I keep talking about this Ninja Turtles Fila shoe I'm going to be reviewing. Unfortunately, I'm not reviewing the shoe. I got an email today from Fila saying my order got canceled a week and a half later. And I'm annoyed about it because I waited a week and a half. I even contacted Fila on the phone the other day. Their customer service said they're working on shipping it. My order is fine. And now my order is canceled. The thing that annoys me about it is the fact that I really, really wanted these, being that I just seen the movie with my kids, and it was pretty special to me because it was a movie when I was a kid I loved watching, and now my kids I watched the movie with, and they're really into it. And it was cool because this shoe was the shoe Michelangelo wore in the movie, so it would have been cool to actually have my kids see that shoe after. Being that they're young, they would have really digged it, and it would have been a lot of fun. And I wanted it to add on with the rest of my collection, my Fila Ninja Turtle collection that I have. But that's not happening because my order got canceled, and that sucks. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I actually wanted to speak about the movie, because a lot of people were curious about my opinion on it, being that I've reviewed shoes inspired by Ninja Turtles on this channel. So my opinion, I'm going to give it to you right now because I'm not going to be able to later because I'm not getting the shoe, is that it was great. They did an excellent job. The only negative thing I could say about the movie was that the foot soldiers, they didn't put much effort into the actual foot soldiers. They just were regular dudes in like black outfits and black face paint with machine guns. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? I mean, it was just so much machine gun shooting. It just felt like it wasn't really necessary. I would have rather them like chasing the turtles with like swords and stuff like that. Just too much bullets just flying everywhere. And it just took away from the whole ninja aspect, like the karate aspect of the movie. So that's the only thing I didn't dig about the flick. Besides that, it was really, really good. All the characters were excellent except the foot soldiers. I mean, the turtles were great. They were so funny. The personalities, I think they nailed it in this movie better than the original one that they came out with back in the days. Especially with Michelangelo. They nailed Michelangelo's character in this new one. I remember when I walked out of the theater as a kid watching the original one, I walked in as a big fan of Michelangelo. I walked out liking Raphael and Leonardo more. I was like, Michelangelo was kind of whack in that movie. I didn't feel how they had his character in the movie in the original one. But in the new one, it was what it was supposed to be. He was great in the new one. I thought he was great. And Splinter was great. Shredder was great. Shredder's outfit was just kick-ass. And even, what's her name? What the hell is her name? Damn. Megan Fox. She, besides her looking hot, I mean, she did a good job playing April O'Neil. So I definitely recommend seeing it. If you were thinking about seeing it, go see it. Especially if you grew up in that era where Ninja Turtles were relevant. Definitely, you gotta see it again. Go to the theaters, check it out. I'm thinking about seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. Let me know if you think I need to see that or I should wait until I can watch it at home. So I may see Guardians of the Galaxy. And speaking about film, I'm going to end this episode off. I did a tribute video the day I found out about Robin Williams passing away. And man, I just wanted to just end this off and just say rest in peace to Robin Williams. I had the opportunity to meet him and actually hang out with him on a movie set. And it was such a funny experience. It was a great, great story. I did share the entire story, and I wrote a post on my Sneaker Addict blog. And I think you should read it. It's really, really entertaining. And I just don't feel like talking about it now because, you know, I just don't want to talk about it. It's just a little much for me to speak about it on the mic right now. Maybe next year I'll talk about it on the anniversary, but it's just like, I just don't feel like getting into it now. It was so much easier for me to tell the story just typing it up. But you should definitely check that out. Just go to thesneakeraddict.com and search Robin Williams. And you're going to love the post. It's really funny. It's not like something like emotional. And it's not like that kind of post. But I did a tribute to him. And I speak about my experience hanging out with him on set. And you're going to love it. You're going to die laughing. If you do read it, come back here, tell me you read it too, and tell me what you thought of it, or leave a comment in the post, because you can leave comments on my blog also. And we're going to end it right there. Rest in peace to Robin Williams, one of the best ever in film, on TV. And speaking of Robin Williams, if you see someone down, try to pick them up, you know, because you don't know what they're thinking. And sometimes we all feel alone in the world. And all it could take is just someone to ask you, are you okay? And it could just make their world a lot better. Because they may feel just alone in the world. Just a little message out there. May help someone. May even save their life. And with that said, we out.